Would you like to see an indestructible zombie warrior loaded up with a bunch of equipment and auras and smash into opponent and then cast their spells? I know I would. It's Kotis the Fangkeeper. Welcome to the Attic. ManaDad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. On Arena today, boom! Tarkir, Dragonstorm, it's here. Kotis the Fangkeeper, within the regular set of Dragonstorm, is the most popular commander currently on EDH Rec. There are ones that are in the commander set that are coming to Arena, but you can't craft them yet. And I have another video about that. You can go look why you can't craft the stuff from the commander deck. I explain all that, and I talk about when you will be able to craft them, but not yet. Go through all that. But right now we can play with Kotis. So that's what we're going to do. Kotis is 1 in Assault Tie, which is black, green, blue. 2/1 Indestructible Zombie Warrior. Whenever Kotis deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards of their library, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. Well, because Kotis is indestructible, that means we have a lot less we have to protect Kotis from. And that means we can actually play Voltron. If you don't know Voltron, this is one of my favorite strategies. It's a little better in Commander in the sense that there's a thing called Commander damage, and you can deal 21 damage. This deck, by the way, should be 100% Commander legal, 100% EDH legal if I've done it right. No alchemy cards in here whatsoever. So you could port this right over to Commander, and it should work pretty well as a Voltron commander. But I was in the middle of explaining what Voltron means. Voltron means is you go all in on one creature. You get this one creature that has some cool ability, like Kotis, and you build it up with enchantments or equipment or, combat tricks, whatever, and you just try to take somebody out with one big dude. And that's what we're doing with Kotis today. Kotis is 2/1 indestructible, and we're going to try to find some auras that make it even better. First of all, we can make it unblockable, like with Aqueous Form. We can make it harder to block by giving it flying, +1/+1. We can have it draw cards and have ward 1 and +1/+1. More flying and venturing into the dungeon. Omen Hawker is here. Oh, by the way, I should say, this is based on a deck list that I got off the competitive Brawl Hub Discord. I'm going to link in the description about that. The original creator is somebody, Ted K. Amal or Ted Kamal. I've made a lot of changes, but especially in the mana base. But I want to thank Ted Kamal for the original deck list. I'm guessing Ted Kamal, this is a holdover from the original. I'm guessing this in here because we have a ton of equipment. I mean, look, if you've ever wanted to play all the swords, do we have swords? We've got swords. And so Omen Hawker can tap to equip things. Slip out the back to protect Kotis. We've also got like Blossoming Defense to protect Kotis, Royal Treatment, Snakeskin Veil. There's those exile-based effects or the minus effects, the minus toughness effects we have to worry about with Kotis, so those are in there for that. We're also going to ramp with stuff like Arboreal Grazer, Utopia Sprawl, Into the North, Rampant Growth, Arcane Signet, stuff like that. Just try to get Kotis out sooner. A 2/1 is not that much of a threat. It's not a bad blocker, a 2/1 indestructible, but it's not that much of a threat. Because it is indestructible, we can also run board wipes that destroy, because it will not be destroyed. Damnation, Crux of Fate does not destroy it. Crux of Fate is an interesting one to have in right now because everybody is playing the commanders that are dragons from the Tarkir Dragonstorm. So this could be just 5 mana to destroy your opponent's commander. We'll see. But we're a zombie warrior. What do we got? Birds of Paradise's ramp. This is the one I threw in here. Kaya's Ghost Form. This will even protect Kotis from exile. Once this is slapped on Kotis, the thing is, you're going to lose the auras if they do still remove it, which is why I like slip out the back. There it is. I'm going to have to edit this. Slip out the back. There's that. Shadow Spear, Dragonfire Blade is really fun to throw on. Thran Power Suit, obviously, +1/+1 for each aura and equipment. and giving it Ward 2. Swiftfoot Boots is a must-have. Lion Umbra, you get to play weird stuff like Lion Umbra. Setess in training, I'm giving it Trample and drawing cards with Rune of Might as well. Kenrith's Transformation is an aura that can hit our opponent's commander. I suppose we could do it to Kotis, but we wouldn't want Kotis to lose all abilities. Heroic Intervention is a way, not so much to protect Kotis, because the Indestructible clause is just trinket text for Kotis, but to protect all our other stuff. Just got a little bit of a package here with counterspells, Mana Drain, Counterspell, Negate, Memory Lapse, Ether Tunnel, +1/+0 can't be blocked, Cartouche of Knowledge, +1/+1 and flying, and we get to draw a card. Kodama of the West Tree is one of the few creatures in our deck here. It's going to give Kotis Trample, and when Kotis hits, we're going to be able to search up basic lands and ramp. Similar Setessan Champion. Every time we're casting one of these enchantments, we're drawing a card. Setessan Champion's getting bigger. Can be a backup win condition. We got Cartouche of Strength, which does a fight spell. Pretty nice when your commander is indestructible. You don't care so much about fighting. Ancestral Mask is just ridiculous. +2/+2 for each other enchantment on the battlefield. And pretty low to the ground, but we are running, I believe, 42 lands. The reason we're running so many lands is, first of all, we're pretty mana hungry with all the equip costs. Second of all, we've got lands like Access Tunnel and Rogue's Passage and lands that can help make Kotis unblockable. So even if they have some crazy blocker that we can't get through, we can sneak it through with the lands. And when I was testing it out, it was actually working. Escape Tunnel, similarly, except Kotis has to only have power 2. But if Kotis does, Escape Tunnel can actually be useful for that. And that's about it. We do have Brainstorm, so I put in all the fetches. Brainstorm was already in the list, and I just thought, Brainstorm plus fetch, you got to have that. Pretty greedy mana base, but if you want to see a slightly less greedy mana base, then go and look at the original Ted K. Amal list for that. So, enough of my yammering. Let's go and see Kotis in action.
Hey, it's me, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Actually, haunting and overlording are just my hobbies. My day job is managing the YouTube algorithm. I try to make sure lots of negative, conspiracy-laden clickbait shows up in your feed. Nightmare fuel. Whatever you do, don't like, comment, or elder gods forbid, subscribe to a channel like this one, okay? We don't need your feed filled up with people who genuinely enjoy playing Magic like this so-called ManaDad. He puts deck lists and other useful links in the description. He even shows real win rate stats at the end of the videos. Yikes. Clicking on positive, helpful videos takes away from the time I could be spending haunting woods or putting my friend Writhing Chrysalis into draft boosters. But you don't have to take it from me. 9 out of 10 players who want to unban grief agree. Now let's see. What is your racist uncle clicking on today? He has impeccable taste. Let me send some of those videos your way.
I want to get a game where we load up a bunch of swords on Kotis. That's what I'm going for here. I mean, Audacity's close. I'll keep that. Get Kotis out turn 3, potentially. And be unblockable trampling. Could be good. Combat research. Yeah, we could keep that too. Fellothar, Dawn of the Abzan. This is another really popular one. Sacrifice Commander. I don't want to enchant their creatures, so let's just pass. I mean, I could put Audacity on it because they're probably going to sacrifice it, but no. No. Don't think so. Hunted Witness. Get the green and the black. Overgrown Tomb. Take 2. Ouch. Here's Kotis. Belisar sacrifices that guy. Tries and makes a treasure. Got a 4/4 and a 2/2. Okay. Yeah, you're thinking twice about that attack, aren't you? Wash away. You're one turn too slow, wash away. And maybe, actually, let's see. Would we rather just a bunch of trample here? Oh, okay. We could make it unblockable. Go down to 20. Yeah, let's make it unblockable. We came here to go nuts. Ooh, Sword of Fire and Ice. Yes, we'll keep that on top. What does that protect from? Red and from blue. The exact colors our opponent is not, huh? Yes, give us everything. Ozolith, Scoot Swarm, Shambling Ghast. If this guy blocks the Hunted Witness, we can... I mean, we're going to take some damage from Felithar. Felithar could sacrifice this guy. Ooh, they got Kodama. They're not giving up. And a reluctant role model. Not sure why they attacked with it if they were going to sacrifice it, but you know. They're building a big Felithar. Is it worth blocking with the Shambling Ghast? Yeah. Go 14. Oh, we don't have enough to equip it. Bummer. All right. How's about my super duper unblockable commander? What you think of that? Oh, we can just destroy everybody, all the other creatures. So let's choose that last. We'll put... Is that how this works? No. Phone it! Kotis smash! Joseph and the Technicotus Dream Code. Oh, up against Sagan. Sagan, however you say it. I've got, I think we'll keep this. We got Rampant Growth. I've got a video for Sagan. The Alchemy Commander that doesn't have to be an Alchemy Commander. 1/4 double strike, start your engines. Whenever it attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn for each creature you control with first strike or double strike. And then max speed. It has Death Touch and other creatures you control have first strike. Well... Mana Confluence. Pass the turn. Finding Dark Ritual hard to double spell with in this deck. Boundary Beetle is another alchemy one. 2/2 first strike. Whips gives first strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, a random artifact card in your hand perpetually gains the spell cost 1 less to cast. Good for you, opponent. Let's ramp in that growth. What do we need? Black? Oops. Or blue. You know. Whatever. Boots. They crack a flooded strand. They can play Sagan. Start those engines if they want. Do they wish to start the engines, or they're gonna wait and they're gonna try to equip the lobster? That's good for us. We got Wash Away. Bad in the sense they've got zombie. Or no, let's say warrior. I don't think we have any more than one ofs of any creature in this deck. Would have been something to check on. Okay, so if I Dark Ritual here, I can get Kotis out, but I can't do anything else. Or I can wait a turn, see if they cast Sagan. I guess if they don't, I can still... Amped Raptor. Collapse that. That card's just too powerful. They play a land. Hit us for a bunch. Yeah, Wastewood Verge. Play that. If I do this, I keep open Royal Treatment. And Wash Away. They might think their commander is safe right now. They do. Haha. I'll take a damage for keeping that commander off the battlefield. You bet. Ryujin. Ryujin. This guy's name was Roy Eugene. Tried to make it sound. They don't want to attack anything into Kotis. Wow. Well, I guess I could Dark Ritual Damnation. Well, let's give this guy flying. I can give the option to block. We don't get the Amp Raptor, unfortunately. They already got that. They already drew that. We do get a Gastel Thrill Seeker, though. We're starting our engines. Do this one. Let's go ramp to it. Elvish Mystic, nah. We're past the point of mystics. I'm going to Damnation, though. Maybe I was supposed to wait one more turn? I had this guy out. Amped Raptor. Is there a dungeon that gives a +1 counter? Maybe that's what we should be doing. Gotta get in with the old Raptor. Makes sense. We draw Prismatic Vista. Well, if I crack that and find a swamp, this will be fully turned on. Actually, I'm at 9 life. Maybe I was not supposed to crack that. Just missed getting a Lauren. Okay. Let's make a goblin to chump block. Oh yeah, this next trigger puts a +1/+1 counter. We can bounce this stupid guy. Far Fortune. That was damage +1 instead. We'll just bounce that guy. Back to the hand with ye. Hexproof but not indestructible. We'll take 3. For the 6. What do we draw? Crux of Fate. Could eventually be useful. In for 2. What do we get? Hey, we got 2 hits. And we get to put a +1/+1 counter finally. They scooped it up! They scooped it up! They scooped it. Scoopity doop. Kotis. Kotis and opponents. There we go. Kotis on curve, guaranteed. Might have their thing on curve. Oh, maybe I should have played an untapped land there. Gotta play Dark Slick Shores next. I was gonna just go surveilling. Lion Umbra, nah. Well, +3/+3. That'll be pretty crazy. If we get that going. With Trample. Alright, plays the second land. Gonna play the board. Lila, undefeated slick shot. 3/3 prowess. Whenever you cast a multicolored instant or sorcery spell from your hand. Get a plotted version. If they play around Wash Away. Tag 'em. This is another new one. 2/2 flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Now we have to decide if we're playing around Wash Away. I guess we will. They have it? Oh, they had it. Nice. Okay. We're not giving up, though. Slows us down by 2 turns. We kind of don't have much of a plan if we don't get our commander. Guess we were supposed to play around Wash Away there? Can't just let Tigum sit out and get value. What do we have? Not a land. But relevant. Do another surveil. We'll try to surveil to get a land. Got it. Great. Okay. Play this. We'll just make it resilient. Okay, they didn't have lightning bolt. If we wait until we have 7 mana, we can Kotis Swiftfoot Boots. They're getting their Lila down. They're attacking with Taigam? Seems like a mistake. Pump spell? Kaya's ghost form will just bring this back. So you 2-for-1'd yourself, opponent. Gonna have a nice chunky Kotis here. One's going ham. Raven form. Wow. Okay. Opponent has had the answers. Are we just going all in on this Setessan champion? Let's draw 2. Woman Hawker could be useful eventually. Guess we'll protect the champion while we can. And that leaves us enough mana to... Already got Trample. Umbra Armor. Haste, Vigilance, Reach. Should I give it... I give it Flying? Kind of want to save some stuff for Kotis. We do get to draw a card every time we cast one of these. How about Super 10-10 hitting you, opponent? Won't take many of those hits. Trample, Hexproof, Haste, Vigilance, Reach. Sapphire Collector. Yeah, scooping it up. That's what I thought, Lila. I probably should have wrapped up this video a while ago, but I'm having too much fun playing Kotis. It's fun to smash people. Also getting a lot of scoops. People do not like when Kotis smashes in on them. Oh, we could Chrome Mox. Probably the Cartouche of Strength, I guess. Or we can cast the Delighted Halfling. Next turn, Setessan Champion. Are they going to bolt it? Niv Mizzet Perun. Whatever. They had a 2-for-1 there, too. Shame. Third Path, Iconoclast. Never want to see that. Turn 2. The opponent is presumably playing a spells deck. We've got green-black. I guess we'll go get a blue. They theoretically have mana open here. We think they are a control deck. I'm just going to Llanowar Elves. Pass the turn. The Healy makes a dude. Every non-creature spell they cast, they're going to make a dude. Gonna be a lot of dudes. Okay. No washaways, no washaways? Okay, no washaways. Pass turn. That is a challenging mana cost for that commander. Okay, nice. Ramp, make some dudes. I'm gonna be mana efficient here and make Kotis bigger. Black card. Damnation will be nice. Oh yeah. We going off with the Setessan champion. I could take out the Saheeli, but I'm too greedy. Let's see what we got in our opponent's deck. Strike it rich, definitely. Narset's reversal. Sure. And expansion explosion. X is going to equal 0 there, so guess we're just making a bunch of treasures. Look, they got a spell back in their hand. Lucky them. Strike it rich. Make as many creatures as you want, opponent. And I'm done with my Setessan champion. We're damnating. Dig through time. Put that in a different Sultai Commander deck. Stay tuned on the channel. Alright, that's a lot of guys now. I'm done with the amount of guys. Do we get any enchantments? We do not. I miss it, Saheeli. We don't need Saheeli copying the Third Path Iconoclast or something. It's only one artifact. Oh. They're going to quintuple block. Fine. Ooh, Oracle of the Alpha. And Valakut Awakening. We'll just submit 0. Power 9 are in my library. Did I miss a land drop? No, I had this land drop. Gold Span Dragon. Oh, can't counter it. Oh, wow, they're attacking. Aggressive. They have 3 mana. Potentially. Curiosity. I just counter that? I can get vigilance on this guy. Not keeping it back to block. River's Rebuke. Oh. River's Rebuke is the card to stop us. Surveil. And a Confluence. Ancestral Recall. Sure. Don't mind if I do. It doesn't really make sense to play the Promox. Okay. Can't quite... I mean, I can block the Goldspan Dragon. Can't stop it. We've seen one of the cards that we have to fear in Kotis. Guess we should have left a blue open. Did we have Swan Song, or we burnt the Swan Song too early, right? Coming at you for 7. Oh, right. But I don't have trample. That's bad. Some lands out of the deck, I guess. Oh, that lets them draw, though. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Sorceries, okay. Careful about those. Down to 6. They have no blockers. Chandra is just going to deal 6 damage to me. They can deal 5 damage to me. And then they just need to draw a card somehow. Or GG, okay. They get me? Got it? No! There, they figured it out. Okay. There's a Kotis in the Botus. It's Tajik, so the Cavern of Souls is not super relevant. On the other hand, we definitely have turn 3 Kotis with Dark Ritual. Keep it. Maybe we save Dark Ritual to use with Crux of Fate. Elegant Parlor. Space Forest. Arabella. That's a good card. So one more turn and our Dark Ritual gives us Sword Equip on Kotis. And this sword is protection from instants and sorceries. Never deals combat damage, create a treasure. And double up your instants and sorceries. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Guess it's worth waiting. We will say Warrior. It's a zombie warrior. I don't know if we have a lot of overlap in creature types. Cavern of Souls. Probably not. Turn away. This is also indestructible. Maybe we're holding up Mana Drain. The Robber of the Rico. Robber of the Rico Suave. 5 cards in hand. What should I do? Should I Crux of Fate now? Nah, we came here to Kotis. Kotis we shall. There it is, Tajik. Tajik. I go with Fury. Are they gonna try to hit Kotis? Yeah, oops. Sorry. My commander's also indestructible. They're just excited because they did get cards out of hand doing that. So can't actually Crux of Fate yet. Force them to block with Arabella. Oh, they don't. Okay. It's just a horse of a different color here. Exile your commander. What do you think of that, Tajik? Sanguine Tribunal. Oh, they put it back in their hand, eh? Yeah, we can cast this. Still have Mana Drain available. Next time you'll chump block. I don't think they read our commander. Invasion of Gobakan. Make the Mana Drain cost more, they can make the Crux of Fate cost more. Boromir would have been really good against us. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. Sorry. And they scoop it up. Okay, if you were wondering if Kotis was as good as it looked, yes. The answer is yes. 73% win rate, 83% on the play, 60% on the draw, which is 60% win rate is still darn good. And we did have, I think, at least one instant scoop, and a lot of people scooping after we just started running away with the game. But that's okay. That's what you're going to do if you get Kotis going with a bunch of stuff on it. Just scrolling down the list, I actually didn't mind the board wipes, Damnation, Crux of Fate. That was pretty good. Didn't get to see the swords in action that much, except for maybe that last game, if I put it in the video, which was a little disappointing to me. I really wanted to see the swords in action. Not sure about Thran Power Suit or Sting. The haste is nice on Sting. Giving Kotis power is actually overrated compared to what I thought it was. So you might consider taking out some enchantments that don't give power, like Kaya's Ghost Form, and swapping them for ones that give power. I mean, the ideal enchantment is Audacity, +2/+0 trample, because we don't care about Kotis's toughness at all. So that's pretty fantastic. Overall, I like this list. I think you just keep refining it. If you guys have some ideas of stuff to try out, that would be good. We kept getting Cavern of Souls in matchups where it wasn't relevant, and then in matchups where we did get our commander countered, we hit Wash Away twice. I should do twice for my British viewers. We didn't have Cavern of Souls, so what are you going to do? Kodama was good in my testing in the games I didn't record. So yeah, pretty awesome deck. Oh, the other thing I can say before we wrap this up is, where is this guy? So Tess and Champion was actually really good. So just like kind of almost storming off with enchantments. You could go less on the equipment and more on the enchantments and put in There's the guy from Woe that's every time you cast an aura, you get to draw a card. And there might be at least one other enchantress creature that you have access to in these colors. Yeah, there's a blue one. There's definitely a blue one from Duskmourn. So putting those guys in, and I was considering Tusky as an like an extra copy of our commander, the indestructible Tusky. So those are some more ideas. I was having a blast with this deck. I hope you did too. Thanks for joining me in the attic. I've been ManaDad, reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.